Alright, Chimichanga on a skateboard. We got another Crest of Desire and Replica Dragon's Fangs Flight series on here. And I'm using Discharge. Now, I bought this Divergent level 21 Discharge for 3 divines because this 10% chance to deal damage without removing targets seemed pretty hot. And I put it in there, and I totally forgot completely that Discharge has a cooldown. So having a 33% chance to deal damage without removing targets is not that good of an option, and I wasted 3 divines. Regular Discharge is better. The other Discharge is probably better as well. This is probably the worst Discharge because of that cooldown, and I am getting charges very rapidly. So that cooldown is actually a pretty big deal and a huge reduction in my damage. So I tried to offset that with gear I already had. This belt, 19% cooldown recovery rate. These boots have 15% cooldown recovery rate. And that's about all I did. So I was thinking about maybe grabbing some of these, but they're only for movement speeds. I mean for movement speed. I saw them for a second. I was like, oh, that's awesome. But it's just the cooldown of movement speed, which is still pretty awesome. Once I go to do my Frostblink build, I'll be probably utilizing these to reduce the cooldown recovery rate of movement skills. Anyways, nothing really that special going on. I am using Towering Threat to get a little more AoE, and this life is nice. And I hit this roll with Elemental Resistances, Cold, and Increase Effect, and this roll is just juicy. So this is a really nice small cluster jewel. 8% life is great. Area Effect is also pretty nice. I think I got a pretty good roll on this one. Dex and damage, 3%. So I get 3% damage on each one of this, plus the 4% life. I'm pretty low on life, only 3,000 something. So I needed the life rolls. I could go damage and make it, you know, more explosive, but I think we're pretty good as is. Now, the build is not very strong, but it is actually better than a 4-link. Discharge on this helmet is better than Discharge on a 4-link. Unless you need something special from the 4-link, a special support gem, the damage is superior. Now I'm running a Herald of Thunder with Curse on hit and maybe Power Charge on hit. Do I have 2? Yeah, I think I have Curse on hit and Gain Power Charge on crit. So those are giving me a lot of charges. And I'm getting a lot of... Oh, wait, hold on. We're missing something. There we go. Crystallis soundtrack from the SNES. It's a Zelda-like game that pretty much nobody played. That's actually really good. So you can see I'm at 9 power charges. They removed them that time. Already at 9. And the cooldown wasn't quite up yet. So I'm gaining a lot of power charges between Brand and Herald of Thunder. It's pretty nutty. Pretty nutty. But I don't like the play style because I can't exactly tell when the cooldown is going to be up. So I end up hitting the button before the cooldown's up and I get a dud hit. And that just doesn't feel good. Now I could put Discharge or Brand Recall. Brand Recall is, and just constantly be casting Discharge. Actually, let's see what that feels like. Let's put Brand Recall on my middle mouse button. Let's make sure that casts. Whoa, I just removed it, didn't I? Let's see. Always cast. Oh, it won't let me move and use it. So I can't use it on this. I guess I can... I'll try to leave it to where it pops whenever I target an enemy. Oh no, it's popping correctly. But you see, you get that jerk and you'll just get big misses, big woofs. It doesn't feel right. I'm taking it off. It does not feel good at all. Put that... Wait, that's not what I had there. I had Discharge there. Alright, I'm gonna go without using Frostblink or the brand, and I'm just gonna rely on Herald of Thunder and Discharge. And you can see that it, well, except for on bosses. Oh shit, I just killed him. If I were to guess, it's like 2 to 3 million damage per discharge. Or that'll be, I mean, that'll be the DPS. I don't know how much damage it'll do per discharge, but it's pretty good. Obviously, there's other discharge builds that are much better, and if you haven't seen the greatest POE content creators video called One Quack Man from Juices, stop what you're doing, delete my YouTube channel, and go there. His channel is fucking incredible. Okay, I said I was gonna just use Herald of Thunder so you can see it, but on the boss, I changed my mind. I'll do it on the next map. Is he dead? I'm used to getting loot. I switched my Atlas strategy. So now my Atlas strategy, I think I said it on the last video, but you might be here without having seen any of my other content. My Atlas strategy is now a grand design strategy with, I think, 45 nodes, so 45% increased monster density. And I was running a bunch of juiced up maps, but those juiced up maps are just not very rewarding. I'm gonna do a whole video on the death of juiced maps, probably. Because, oh, I keep forgetting. Let me try this. Actually, it's probably gonna kill my video. I'll do it later. I have 144 hertz on my monitor, and I think it messes up my stream. I got distracted talking. I need to run a new map. That is one thing about making these videos live with no editing, just on the fly, no scripting, is sometimes you get duds. Like where you forget to go into the map a bunch. Now in terms of the playstyle, I don't think I really like it that much. It's kind of fun, but if I can get it on a single click, it still wouldn't feel very good because your main damage dealer has a cooldown. I really don't like that cooldown. I saw there was a gem that removed the cooldown, but it also reduced the damage. I don't know how much that damage is reduced, but I probably ought to buy, I should have bought it and then tested it for this video. If I was a good content creator, I would do that. And if I was a good content creator, I'd use this Crested of Desire on every skill and then compare every skill's 4-linked damage to a Crest of Desire. Obviously, there'd be situations where it was different, if you have different damage scaling methods. But if I was a good content creator, that's what I would have done. But I'm not a good content creator. And I have a full-time, well, I had a full-time job. I am looking lightly for a full-time job. I have quite a bit of money saved up, but not enough for retirement. So I have to keep working. It's just so fascinating listening to these old OSTs. I used to play these games when I was a kid. I'm like 40 something. And so I played Sega Master System, Nintendo, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Neo Geo, Sega CD, Sega 32X, Neo Geo, N64, Game Boy. The Jaguar. Anyone remember the Jaguar or the 3DO? I think the 3DO was like $600 when that thing first came out, and it was pretty garbage. It was pretty garbage, especially for that. Wait, was that the boss or was that just a? I'm out of it. I'm out of it. That was the boss. Come on, use the portal. Beach. I love beach. Let's run a beach. And let's actually do something instead of just having me rant and ramble. Why did I... Okay, okay. It's a rough day today, guys. We're running a white beach. Hey, I can get value out of this. I'll show you how I get value out of this. I think the soundtrack is distracting me. I don't think Crystallis is a very good soundtrack. It's very fascinating playing these old games and hearing the soundtrack because it's like triggering deep levels of knowledge that I didn't know I had because I'm remembering all of these songs, and then whenever I remember the song, it's really taking me back in time to when I heard the song. So I'm seeing a 8-year-old consumer over and over and over again, which is pretty trippy to do. Alright, that one's over. We are moving to Facts and Do on NES. See if this it's a little louder. There we go. Let's see if this is a little less distracting. Sorry, Crystallis. You're a baller game, but your soundtrack was too distracting. Alright. 44% increased pack size is what I have, not 45. That is all from Grand Design. I really like Grand Design. It's not as profitable as it was many moons ago because doing really dense maps is not profitable. But the other one, where you get 3 bosses per map, has been excellent. I just wanted to try something new. And the monster density helped me level up my Scion. And these guys are going hipster with this music. I mean, some of those are like off-tone notes, it sounds like. Okay, this feels pretty good. Alright, stop using brand. Here, I'm gonna get rid of brand. Recall. I want to see just the Herald of Thunder here. Got my charges back. Got my charges back. Got my charges back. I mean, this is a pretty good build. It's just the arc build is faster and doesn't feel quite as clunky. But if you like Discharge, this might be pretty solid. Actually, this might be pretty good for Sanctum now that I think about it, because you're running around, you're not really getting to hit too many enemies, and then when you do, you want to do a big old chunk of damage like that. But you do got to get kind of close. I don't know. Had to use brand because I was out of charges there. So it's got a pretty cool playstyle with the Frostblink and then Discharge. It'd be cool if there was something that would allow Discharge to trigger on Frostblink. I mean, obviously you can use like Leap Slam with cast on stun. I mean, cast, on stun might work, but cast on crit. Alright, it maps pretty smoothly. Now let us put brand recall back and let's do a boss. Let's see if I have enough damage to kill Elder before Elder does his first defense check. Stuff. I'm gonna have to run more Elder maps. This is also a goofy-ass soundtrack. Let's hear a different one. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't the vibe right now. Here's the vibe right now. Not paying close enough attention to my discharge. Oh, I didn't make it to the first DPS check. Did not make it to the first DPS check. I mean, not DPS, a defense check. So the damage is quite low. Usually you're above like 5 million damage if you can make it past that first DPS check. When I say DPS, I keep saying DPS, but I mean a defense check. Because no one ever talks about the defense check here. But it is a defense check. Because you can't avoid it. It auto-grabs you. And if you don't have enough defenses, it's an auto-death. So if you're playing hardcore and you get to this guy and your defenses aren't strong enough, or your I can't even fucking talk. I should just listen to my bubble bobble and play. That kind of happens. It's my first video of the morning. I haven't talked to anyone, not even my wife yet. So you are the first people I'm talking to, so my words are just not there. And I am pretty tired. Or I'm just making excuses for being a full retard. Drinking that copium. I can't believe I'm getting 9 fucking power charges back. And I'm not even doing anything special. There's literally nothing special I'm doing. And these power charges are just stacking. I was not expecting this. This is my first time playing a Discharge build. I didn't know Discharge builds were like a real build. I thought you had to do all kinds of crazy shit to get the charges. But you can just use one charge. I always just assumed you needed... Oh, that was a big-ass hit. You needed to get all the different charges. You couldn't do just power. But I'm doing just power, and it's working just power fine. See if I get another 100 divine prismatic eye here on the fly, like I did last time. Damage penetrates 15% of lightning resistance while affected by wrath. 24% of physical damage is converted to lightning while affected by wrath. I think that 26 is extremely low. So it's probably not worth anything because of that. Yeah, we can get into some pretty high numbers if we bump this. I bet if we bump this up to 40, 100 divine. Yeah, it was close. It was close. I might get a divine for it if I'm lucky. Which is a great drop. Chaos damage over time multiplier. Life, rarity. It's almost hot. Watch me make these gloves hot. The fucking lag has been crazy. I clicked that like 10 times. Alright, we're gonna make this hot. Annulment. It's gonna hit the rarity. Or the life. It hit the life. Now watch this, watch this. We're gonna exalt it raw. Right here. We're just gonna raw dog this. Well, let's start over. Let's raw dog this son of a bitch. What did I hit? Oh, yeah. I hit that shit. Alright, I'm gonna raw dog it. Nah, I'm gonna do an exalt. 8% chance to spell suppress. Too bad it's not higher. Need to get rid of that life now, so let's get rid of the life. Gloves are dead. Your gloves are dead. You killed your gloves and you wasted cash. I hope you fall right on your ass. Flammability has no thing. Alright. So a commenter mentioned a ring that I haven't actually used before. When it first came out, it was kind of pricey at league start. So I have 9 power charges, so I can get 9 curses, but there's only 3 curses that are actually that useful to me. So it's kind of pointless unless I try to incorporate more damage when they have curses on them, which I could try to do. So for now, I'm tabling this, but now that I have these power charges, I might try to do something with this. Maybe I'll build a hipster Bane build or something. There's definitely an idea on the table, and these weren't that expensive. I got a 20% chance to gain power charge when you cast a curse spell, pretty much maximum. I got this for like 25C. Oh my god, listen to this Bubble Bobble song. I can't have that going on. That's too much. That's too much. Alright. Oh, it's the same song but faster. We're not doing... What? Is there... I did the Bubble Bobble OST and it's like... the same damn song over and over. Alright, alright. Yeah. Let's see what I can do to an Uber Elder. This will be interesting. I'm not sure I can beat an Uber Elder. And this is just like a jank-ass build I just thrown together to test Crest of Desire. So if I beat... I mean, these are completely useless, aren't they? Oh well, I'm gonna leave them on. If I beat Uber Elder with this, I might be fucking king of the game today. Oh, I wanted a portal because I have a sneaking suspicion that my ass is grass. Oh, I got hit. I only have enough strength for a level 12. One of these bad boys. Petrified Blood. Level 12. Which means 84% of the damage is going to be applied later on. Oh man, my damage over time resistances are so low. I don't think I got it, guys. I don't think I'm king of the game today. Oh damn, that Elder hit me hard. This music is right. You just get that right track and you feel it. Feel it in your bones. This music's helping me out. Fucking Shaper Beams, god damn it. I should have saw that coming. I was too busy talking about how much the song is helping me out, which proved the song is not helping me out. mean, they incorporated all of their attacks so damn good in this fight. This fight is fucking flawless. This fight is incredible. This is the best designed fight they've done because they took their two best designs, they slapped them together, and they somehow made it just easy enough to complete and just hard enough to be fun. Oh, damn it. We got that wave going. There's nothing in this fight that's really that cheesy. Because for the most part, you should be able to see Shaper. Shaper's beams can be just a hair cheesy, but you should have enough defenses to handle a little bit of beam. Right? The problem with me is right now I don't have enough defenses to handle even a fraction of Shaper's huge beam. It hits me and I'm just game. So you just got that thick beam. Ah, sneaky Elder with his almost invisible attacks to my eyes. I almost got it. If I was a better player, I'd have had it. Fuck! Ah, I dashed out, but I got greedy trying to get that poon. Alright, well that was a wasted divine. It's not wasted, it was fun to explore. Let us do a little bit of Delve. Let's see how this works in Delve Town. Ooh, we could do an abysmal chamber of secrets with a Thathy snake. Delve feels pretty good. See right there, I hit a dud. My cooldown wasn't enough. Man, this will probably be much better on a Scion. Oh shit, I might have to just redo this whole build on a Scion. Because I'll have one less power. No, I won't have one less power charge. I can get the Scion unique ascendancy. It's probably expensive, maybe. I get the Scion unique ascendancy point, which gives you +1 to all charges and increases your charge rate. I think you can get a chance to get it on kill. It's pretty slick. I mean, that's the ascendancy I should be for this. And I did just level up a Scion that doesn't work. So I can just respec that Scion with some regret. I don't know what I'm doing. Why do I play like an idiot? Here, let's just do a regular delve, so I can actually play normally. I have to get light on. I'm sitting there trying to, because I'm talking. I'm sitting there trying to hit him, and there's no light on. I'm not doing any damage. But the regular delve style is pretty smooth with this. What's this boner music? Boing. I just think about the lives that the people who made these soundtracks lived back in the day. Because old school video game musicians, I guess you would call them, they weren't making bank. They weren't rock stars like they are today. They're probably just fucking dorky music nerds on their computers with little synthesizers making little beats out and putting them on these stupid games that they didn't think were gonna amount to anything. Like, it wasn't something that, it's no Nuo Ubatsi. I can't say that, guys. Nubo Uamatsi's. I just butchered that name like 10 times, and I want to keep going. I want to keep trying to pronounce the producer for Final Fantasy VII, but I can't. I gotta stop. I gotta forcibly stop myself from trying to say Nubuo Uematsu. Did I get it right? I might have to Google it. I don't even know what's right anymore. I don't even know what is right anymore. But yeah, and now I'm just here listening to something that some dude in Japan on his fucking CRT monitor created and put in the game. You know what? We're doing it. We're gonna find out who did the OST for Road Rash on the Genesis. We're gonna see if he's like a big deal now. That's what we're gonna do. Who's definitely into porn, because that has got a porn music vibe through and through. All right. Oh, I might even just say in the description. Composed by two people, Michael Bartlow and Rob Hubbard. Okay, here we go. I control C and control V, but instead of control C and I'm not on home row. Come on, help me. Shut up, Cortana. Nobody's gonna love you. You're not a thing. Oh, Road Rash. Demolition Derby, Shoot the Bull, Rampage, Starguard, James Bond Underwater Agent, Road Rash, Car and Driver, and then he killed himself. Womp womp. That's mean. That's mean, but Road Rash is his pinnacle. This is the peak of this guy's musical career. Likely, he's not a musical guy. He's probably a computer programmer who happened to know how to play the keyboard. And the people at the computer programming place that made this were like, hey, you gotta make a soundtrack. He's like, no. He's like, dude, you're the only one who even knows what a key is. You're the guy. Make a soundtrack. He's like, fuck. It's not my job to make a soundtrack. I'm an arts developer. No, you're making the soundtrack. I'm convinced that is what has happened. Oh, this guy has a motherfucking Wikipedia page. This dude was a baller. A British composer, best known for his musical and programming work for microcomputers of the 1980s. See, music and programming work. And this dude's just a fucking programmer. And they're like, nah, programmer, you're now making music for this game. And he's like, fuck, alright. Like, I guess if I was developing a game, considering I went to school for computer programming, game development was within my realm of possibility. If I was a computer programmer and I was like indie and small, I bet I would try to make the soundtrack for the game I was programming. So that's probably a big part of it. Like, hell yeah, I can just do it. Oh, never mind. He worked for EA. I forgot this was an EA game. Yeah, he's probably a dedicated sound composer. Everything I've just said has been a waste of all of our time and life. I don't apologize. Fuck you all. I don't know if I have anything else to show for this build. Let's do one more map. Let's do a kind of a juicier map. Let's see, what are some... Oh, damn. Bump it. Ooh, a Vault Temple. Bump it. Let's do some divination cards. Oh shit, these motherfuckers be corrupted. Underground Sea is pretty rad. Summit, I think, gets dense. So we're doing this to showcase the grand design, which is giving me increased pack size. So I want to try to get a big old fat pack size with this. 22% pack size. Oh, it's got Linaris Fanatics. Yeah, that's a really good one. Hexproof monsters might be a little tough. Fuck it. Hexproof monsters is tough because that is our only source of lightning penetration. We'll do... I was supposed to do divination cards, huh? Hold on. We'll do a 40% radius. I want them thick, but I don't want them too thick to where I'm not going to be killing season. Let's kill in time. Let's throw some league mechanics in here. Because I'm not sure I'll be able to clear the blight. Let's do a blight. A breach. I already know it's gonna be bad with Legion, so I'm not gonna waste a Legion. Yeah, I'll waste a cheap Legion. Why not? That should be enough. Bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it. Oh, this dude's a badass. Whoever made this YouTube channel. Look at his icon. Elise from Phantasy Star 1 on the Sega Master System. That dude's just like me, a fucking dork. Fucking nerd. You young kids don't know what it's like. For some reason, it's cool to be a nerd now. I was the only one in my entire high school that was remotely like me in terms of like playing video games and, you know, vibing out on video game music. I was the only kid who watched anime. And now everything that was very niche and not mainstream when I was a kid is now hugely in the mainstream. Everybody plays video games. When I was a kid, it was a much smaller fraction. And the ones that played the JRPGs or the nerd games, even smaller. It's kind of weird. It's almost like the world is seeing me. So I was younger, I obviously was not seen. Like, no one understood what the hell I was doing or what I was about. What I liked, what I was passionate about. No one really saw that. But now, it's in like the global consciousness. So it's almost like I'm retroactively validated for my way of being. It's kind of weird. Like, imagine if fucking sheep was somehow became mainstream and you were a sheep fucker way before anyone else. You've been fucking sheep since middle school. And it wasn't cool to fuck sheep in middle school, so you kind of kept it to yourself and you lived your own little sheep fucking life. But then, you hear on the news that other people are fucking sheep. Even women are fucking sheep. And before you know it, there's animes about fucking sheep, and then they're doing live action remakes of those sheep fucking animes. And you're like, damn. Like, sheep fucking is in. I was right all along that sheep fucking was hot. Now just replace like sheep fucking with something like anime. Like, I watched a Vampire Hunter D when I was like, I don't know, 10. And I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. What the fuck is that Scooby-Doo shit we're being fed? What is this He-Man garbage? This ain't fucking shit. What are they doing over in Japan? This is that Fat Note. And I was right. It was that Fat Note, and then eventually the world caught on. Now they'll just catch on about the sheep thing. Come on. I was right once, right? Now that's a little fun time for you dedicated listeners who are still here after 40 minutes. You get a fantastic little story about the rise in popularity of nerd culture and sheep fucking. Well, I'm predicting the future on the second part. If that's not how the future turns out, my obituary is gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. However, if that's how it turns out, my obituary is gonna say, a pioneer in video game nerd culture and sheep fucking. On the forefront of both categories. He got that irrigation boot technique down. You just grab that sheep by the thighs, put their little hooves in your irrigation boots, and when they try to run, ooh, they bouncing right back on it. You don't even gotta work. You can just post up on a pole. Watch the rest of the flock while this one tries to run away, but nah, he getting it. Alright, might have went a little far there. Just a little bit. Man, we went to New Zealand. We stayed at this like farm place, and it was weird. It was super weird. We had this sheep named Ramsey, and the lady would just come out, Ramsey! And this fucking sheep would be kicking and bucking and going absolutely batshit crazy running because I think it was gonna get fed. And then out of the woodwork, all these other animals started coming out. She had like a fucking ostrich, these like really hairy cows, those tiny legged cats. And once she said Ramsey, they all just started fucking coming, flocking. It was just this weird animal after weird animal. It was like I lived a fake experience. Like that didn't happen. It wasn't real. Because how could that be real? How could that be a real thing that happened to me? It was just so weird and wild. And like, wasn't an Airbnb really. It was just this farm you could stay at. Had a bunch of fucking llamas. Alright, it's okay for this content. I think it'll be a little rough because you're gonna have to pay closer attention. Like there's a boss over here, so I have to pay much closer attention to be putting these damage down on the boss before he gets too close. So I might not have a full opportunity. Oh, never mind. I cleared him just fine. But you know what I'm trying to say. Because you have that cooldown on the discharge. You have to start applying it. Because if he gets close to the thing, you won't be able to just rapidly apply your damage because of that cooldown. But it handled it just fine. Damage over time is pretty brutal on this build though. Oh, damn. What am I even been hit by? I'm just like slowly dying. I don't understand. Is that ice on the ground hurt me? Let's see. Light encounter, delirious. I don't even know what the hell was hurting me. Did I get poisoned for a lifetime? So you are now poisoned for life? And those things hurt. Was I standing on that? That's just like a permanent burning ground that ignited me? Did that ignite me? What in the hell is that damage over time nonsense? That is, mind-boggling. It is bottling my mind. I fucking hate damage over time pools. This hatred, I'm not sure how I'm gonna satiate it. There's no build that is technically immune to this trash. I mean, obviously you can get the generation rate to the point where you're pretty much immune to it, which is typically what I do. I very rarely build a build that isn't just the juiciest tank solely to avoid damage over time pools. And that is where the Maven is such a problem, because it just disables your life regeneration. It's so disrespectful. Well, this is a bit rough because the cooldown, but it's getting some big clears, some good pops. It felt pretty good to play. All right, Discharge build is on the table for like a 7 out of 10 fun to play build. It's not reaching the heights of something like Shockwave Cyclone or Arc, but it's up there. Or Awakened Chain Exsanguinate. Do notice the density. Okay, how are we doing this kind of content? I think I did this content just fine. Damn, those are big. Those are big hits. I mean, not that big, given that you're giving up 9 charges for it. But it feels pretty good. I mean, like, just booming on people. Give them that boom boom stick. I don't think I've ever heard this song from the soundtrack. Obviously, I did not beat the game. I was just being passively damaged. Did you guys see that? What the hell? What is that? I don't even know what the hell to even say to that. I went into that boss room and I just started taking damage. This is a okay guy who created this song. You're just joshing us now. That's really the fucking sound and tone you're gonna go with? Some doing doings? Oh my god. He's clowning us. He's clowning us. Saw that coming, so I dropped a portal. Dropped a portal. I forgot I kind of hate this boss. He a dick. I must have stepped in that fire before walking in the thing. Oh, I thought he was bolting. Taking a ton of damage like right now. Get out of here. Run away. Run away already, boy. There you go. Damn, got a big old fat juicy pop on him. Okay. Oh shit, I think I might know. It's this, Storm Secret. I forgot I had this on. Oh my god. I'm gonna cut that because I feel like an idiot. I look like an idiot and I sound like an idiot since all this is getting cut. You know, I'll probably just cut it before the whole sheep fucking crisis that happened. I'm gonna cut all that from this video and it will never be known.